Time for this week's edition of Family Matters. This week the segment focuses on parents who are considering signing up their child for therapy.
Yeah, I spoke with communications and relationship specialists Pamela Pressler and Melissa Solkowski, who said oftentimes before signing the child up for therapy, there are actually ways a change can be made starting with the parents.
Yeah, we do a lot of work around trying to help empower parents. And I think probably one of the most common statements in our offices is we don't know what we don't know. And so by way of really helping coach parents and educating them and guiding them and really empowering them and normalizing a lot of the things that are typical in families, we can really give them some tools to be the most effective people in the room to help their children rather than assuming that somebody else could be more effective at that. And so we really do that in a way that helps them lead their family and gain confidence in the durability of being able to do that.
Yeah, so our approach is really founded with the understanding that no parent is born with a playbook on how to parent. And when they have children, there are things that we don't know. And so whether it's because we didn't learn it in our family of origin or some things that just come up are tricky in parenting in general. And so what we try to do is backfill for parents what they don't know. It's what we do all day long. So we see common themes and behaviors and dynamics in family systems. And so we try to educate parents and help empower them with tools to be able to approach their children as a unified team and to give them the confidence that you can tackle these problems. Then if it really feels you can't tackle them, then we'll see what we can do about meeting the specific needs and concerns for your child. And so what we've seen in doing that, Brissa, is that our outcomes indicate that children, when parents go through and work with us, their children have less of a need for being placed in traditional therapy, and as well as having medication concerns and other things like that. And so it's really empowering parents that you've got this. We just need to help educate you and give you the tools to make you feel confident in yourself, to know that you can lead.
And I'm sure a lot of it is on a case-by-case basis. Like you said, there's no playbook to being a parent, and every child is different. What are some common themes among parents that you think, or what you guys tweak a bit or teach them, do this instead of that?
I think one of the most common is that when we come together in our adult relationships, and we've covered this in previous segments, just the differences that we come in with, whether it's one person's more assertive and expressive in how they go about trying to get their needs met, or one person is more conflict avoidant and tends to retreat if they're uncertain about how to manage a situation. Those very differences don't only show up in our spousal relationship, they can also show up in our parenting relationship. And so those disparities that we may find a way in our spousal relationship to move through, when those differences show up in terms of how we're parenting our children, for children, it almost feels like an incongruent world, if you will, kind of like we all experienced going through COVID. And so just some small shifts and changes, because the work when we do parent coaching is very brief, just some small changes can create a really large impact for kids. And really what we've seen over time, because we've been doing this a long time, is just the generational impact, that we're not only creating a difference for the family in front of us, but we're creating then a difference for how those children parent their children. So it's pretty exciting stuff. And as you can probably tell, we're very passionate about it.
Now, we also wanted to mention that Pam and Melissa will be hosting another event that's open to the public. It's for anyone who wants to learn more on how to empower families and create generational health.
Yeah, it's coming up next month. It's set for October 3rd and October 4th. If you'd like to register, you can do so via their Facebook page at Everything Family 2.0 or by calling the number on your screen, 814-455-1301.